on Instagram Live answering your questions in real time. And I am super excited because literally right now, we have breaking social media news. So I'm actually going to be breaking down a little something I learned right this very second. So I literally just got off of a live stream over on one of my other platforms, and we had worlds of technology problems. I got off air, I put the video up, I came here, and I discovered what the problem was. Instagram has changed the interface for live streaming and for stories. It is completely new, it is completely changed, and I took screenshots, so I'm going to show you and walk you through exactly what just happened. So first, let me welcome you all to our live Ask Me Anything Hangout. I am super excited for you guys to be joining me today. If you've got social media questions, now is the time to drop those. I'm going to be answering some that came in early, but I'm also going to be showing you exactly what just happened inside of the Instagram platform. We are talking breaking news as in literally happened right now. So let's take a look. I'm actually going to pull up a screen grab. When I switched over and tried to jump on this live stream, this window came up. It says, what's new in the Instagram camera? There's clearer navigation. So it's easily, or you can easily switch between creating a story or going live. So I'm going to show you in just a minute. It's actually taken away all those functions down on the bottom. And it's got live and it's got story. And then it's moved everything else to the corner, which we're going to get to in just a second. But let's keep reading. It says easier access to tools. So the boomerang, create, layout, and the other creative tools have been moved to a new side menu. And this adapts to you. So now we actually know that when you are jumping into this, it's going to learn your preferences and it's going to keep those readily available to you. So it's going to know what you like and that's going to keep it in the forefront. So the second thing that I saw when I jumped in here was over here. I literally just snapped this 30 seconds ago. Look down at the bottom right now. If you're looking down at the bottom right now, oh, it looks like it's cut off a little bit for you guys. There's a button. Instead of having all the buttons down below, it has live and it has stories. You can toggle between them. And then on the corner here, you can see it's got the fonts, the text, the boomerangs, it's got the layouts, it's got the grids, it's got the different tools. And some of your icons are covering that up right now, but it's got them all on the side to make it easier for us. I'll get back to you on my opinion on that one, but that is how they've just changed, literally in the last hour, they've changed the layout for Instagram stories and Instagram Live, and it 100% explains why I had so much trouble on my live broadcast, because they changed it while we were on air. And I know this because it did not tell me on the other platform. So while we were live streaming, they switched this over. So now we know. Now we know. All right, friends, let's dive in and let's get your questions answered. If you do have questions for me, I would love to get your social media, your marketing, or your business questions answered for you today while we're live on air. We're hanging out for the next 15 minutes or so answering your questions. We did have some questions come in early that I do want to chat about today that do, in fact, have to do with some of this Instagram Live and some of the changes that they have been making. Now, one of the big questions that I have received this week and during the last couple of weeks is, why can't I screen share on Instagram on my phone? So we had a video go viral. We actually had a couple videos go viral over on my social media strategy YouTube page. So youtube.com/KMRobinson. And one of the ones that went viral was about how to screen share here on Instagram. It's not a technical thing you can do, but there's this hack, this workaround where you can put up imagery and you can treat it just like a webinar slide. So this was a really big video, like thousands and thousands and thousands of views, and some people were not able to access it. We have come to the conclusion that Samsung users can't access it. I've actually checked with a number of people. They don't have access to this feature, and some other Androids as well are having trouble with this. This is because the infrastructure of the cell phones, the technology inside of the cell phones, do not support what they're doing inside of Instagram. Now, I actually had somebody reach out to me and say, I did go live, and then I updated my Instagram app, and then I could no longer go live, and they could no longer use that function. And they wanted to know why that was. Well, with each update inside of the social media platforms, they are adding in technology, they're adding in new functions, and sometimes phones just don't support it. And so where Instagram has been innovative in what they're doing and they've added in new things, sometimes a phone used to support it at the level it was at, but then they stepped up their game and it no longer supports it. So if you had that ability, if you had that access, but then did not, That could be why. It could be your phone does not support it. It could be that you need to update what you're doing on your Instagram app. It could be a lot of things, but definitely phone types can have a really big impact on your Instagram. I see your questions coming in. We're going to get to those in just a second. I do want to get through a couple of these ones that came in early, and then we are going to be able to get your questions answered. So we are here hanging out for our live Ask Me Anything. If you've got social media, marketing, or business questions, you got 10-ish more, 15-ish more minutes with me. I'm happy to get those answered for you. Because Instagram has changed what they are doing this week, which we reported to you earlier this week, no longer are we able to send our Instagram lives to our stories to live for 24 hours up at the top of people's feeds. It now goes to IGTV. And on IGTV, you can then push it out to your main feed. So it goes to your IGTV now. The full 1 hour broadcast, or however long your broadcast is, goes over to your IGTV, and then you can put it in your main feed and it lives there forever. IG Stories, 24 hours. IGTV, forever. You don't have an option anymore. You can either delete your video or you can send it to IGTV. And then I highly recommend putting it on your main feed so that it gets those views and all those fun, fabulous things. So how many series should you have? Because they now allow you to create series. If you go and look at my platforms, you're going to see these AMAs, these Ask Me Anythings, will all be in a series, and you can just watch through them like a playlist on YouTube. And so how many series should you have? I would say as many as you need. Try not to go overboard, try not to be frivolous with the series that you are creating, but definitely have them for the main functions of your business. So if you've got those pillars of content that you're working with, have one for each of them. If you've got different show types, have one for each of them. If you're doing interviews, if you're doing fun, fabulous things, put them in one series. And you can actually add them to more than one series. It literally functions like a playlist over on YouTube, so you can do as much or as little as you want. I do recommend that you are using as many as you need without going overboard on it. I'm just starting to plan my series now that we have this function, so I don't know how many I'm going to be having, but the more live streams I do, the more I'm going to build that out here on Instagram. Now, usually for these AMAs, I ask you guys if you want to go live with me, I let you hit the request button, but because Instagram is having that technology issue, because they are literally doing an update right now as we speak, I'm not going to be taking people on air with me right now. I'm sorry, but next week we'll be back to allowing you guys on air to ask your questions in real time. For now, just type those down below. Real quick, I want to get to a couple more questions, and then I'm going to answer the ones from the chat. So let me go ahead. Oh, yeah, you love that update? I love that update too. It is such a good update. I like that content now lives in longevity here instead of that 24 hours. I love that we have the ability to do series. I love that we can push it out to our main feed, which we could before, but like, it's getting a lot of pull right now, which I'm really excited about. Another question came in about this brand new feature, sending our lives to IGTV, and they wanted to know, should you use hashtags on IGTV videos? So the cool thing about IGTV videos is that you can still use your hashtags, but cooler than that, they have an active clickable link. You know, on Instagram, the only clickable link we get is inside of our biography, but now we can have active clickable links inside of our IGTV videos. So let's just say, I know we've got a musician here hanging out. Let's just say she creates a new video. She's got new music. She's created a video for it. She's going to put it on IGTV. Now she has the ability to link up to Spotify, to iTunes, to wherever, so people can go buy her music. Pretty good, right? And she doesn't have to just link it in her bio, where she has to swap it out. She doesn't have to do that. It's just permanently a part of that video. Now, that does not reflect over to the main feed, but you only get that sample of it on the main feed. So with your main feed, they're going to watch the first minute of it or up to a minute of it, and then it says, do you want to keep watching? They'll click over to the IGTV video, which stays right in the app. It just pulls it up in the main thing. So with your main feed, you see the square of it, that center square, and then with IGTV, you see the full vertical video. And then they can see the title, they can see the caption, and inside of your caption, you've got that clickable link and you've got your hashtags. I do recommend that you're using hashtags. You know, you get up to 30 hashtags on Instagram per post. You make the most out of that, use the relevant ones, and that is how you're going to get seen in the Explore tab. So just quick recap. Post a video on IGTV or kick your live stream over to IGTV. Use your title for the question you're asking to engage people to get them to respond to you. Use the caption to then put in information about what you are posting. Use any clickable links that you want, and then use the hashtags that you want, and then push that over to your main feed. Once you post a video on IGTV, you do not get to push it over to your main feed. So you have to do it at the time of posting, otherwise you've missed out. And that way it gets seen in the Explore tab, in the main feed, on IGTV, like it's all over the place and you get a ton of credit for it and it helps your algorithm standing. So surprise, there you go. And I've handled the ones that I wanted to handle today, so let me get to your questions because we've got a few more minutes and I want to get these answered for you while we're here live hanging out. So how do you expand your reach and get new eyes on your work? Okay, let's talk about hashtags. Since we're on Instagram, we're chatting about Instagram, I do want to talk about hashtags. Hashtags are the best way to get seen. You are discoverable inside of Explore. You are discoverable all over the place. And when you're creating good content that is getting people to engage with you, so if you're asking questions that get people to answer you in your comments, if they're liking it, if they're pushing it out to other people, that is considered a better piece of content and Instagram will show it to more people. Instagram or any social media platform's job and objective is to keep people on the platform so that they can serve more ads to them. And when they serve more ads to them, they make more money. So if you're creating content that's getting people to stop and comment, or stop and watch a video, or stop and click on a poll to vote, or click on the slider, that's keeping them there just a little bit longer. You get more credit for that. So put in really good content that gets people to respond in the comments, and then use those hashtags so that it gets kicked out to more people. Now, this is obviously not going to be the same on all social media platforms, but it does come down to creating good content. When you create good content, they push it out to more and more people. So you got to use the features that they're giving you. On Instagram, they give you Instagram stories and they give you engagement tools. You've got questions, you've got polls, you've got countdowns, you've got sliders, you've got a ton of different things. And if you need help with your Instagram stories, I literally wrote the book on it. You can read it for free on Kindle Unlimited, or you can buy a copy, ebook or paperback on Amazon. It's A Boss's Guide to Instagram Stories by Katie M. Robinson, because I use my actual name for my real author life. This is just my nonfiction life. But this walks you through step by step exactly what to do to use those engagement features and to leverage that within your business. So you guys can check that out if you want. But leverage the tools that they give you. They're telling you what they want you to do. They want you to create video. The algorithms rank content differently. Text posts are the lowest because nobody cares about text posts. They just keep going. They rank photos right above that, but they do that low because people can see a photo and then keep scrolling. They don't have to engage with that. A video takes 3 seconds for a person to decide if it's for them or not. So that's 3 seconds longer than they look at a photo. And then live video, people take 10 seconds to decide if it's going to be a good fit for them. And then when they're there, they stay until the very end unless they have to go somewhere. So you get a ton of credit for that. So video is incredibly important to be working into your platform, no matter what industry or genre you are in. Video is king, and live video is even better than that. Which is why I've got a whole membership site on how to do live streaming within your business, where every single month I literally hand you an action plan so that you don't have to think about your live streams. All you got to do is fill in some blanks, post the stuff I tell you to post, and then hit the record button and do the dang thing. And then I show you how to repurpose it so that you've got 7 different pieces of content from one video. It's all done for you. It's amazing. That's Livestream Action Plan. If you guys want more information on that one, you can check that out. We're doing some pretty cool things over there as well, but live streaming is really important. I would suggest that you implement 1 live stream per week inside of your business. And Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, they've all got really great platforms to be doing that. And there's a whole free course over on livestreamactionplan.com. So if you want to learn how to live stream, no strings attached, no money attached, totally free, fully fleshed out course on how to do that, my gift to you at livestreamactionplan.com. I do recommend that you are posting videos a couple of times a week if possible, but at least once a week. Video is going to be really, really important. Stories, Instagram stories, very important. And then using those hashtags, very important. Speaking of which, if you need help with your hashtags, you can actually go to hashtag.kmrobinson.com. I've got a free hashtag guide with hashtags that you absolutely should be using, and the number 1 offending hashtag almost everyone is using that's actually killing your reach, and what to do instead. Again, my gift to you, hashtag.kmrobinson.com. If this is helpful to you, if this sounds good, snap the screen right now because you want those links. I'm just saying they're up on the screen. Just snap it so you can go back and check it later. All right. Let me keep going because I know you guys have more questions. How to utilize hashtags to the full capacity and stay safe from being shadow banned. Oh, shadow ban. So I do have videos out on shadow banning. If you have not watched them, head over to my YouTube page. You do want to check those out. Shadow banning is when you start to look like a bot and they ban you so that you are not seen by people. So here's what you need to know about hashtags. Hashtags are really, really good and so helpful. Hashtags are helpful on Instagram. They are not helpful on Facebook. Please don't use them on Facebook. That is not the right place. I know they have hashtags, but don't use them there. Twitter, you can use hashtags, but you can't go overboard on it. And then you can actually use some hashtags on YouTube as well, but that is a beast in and of itself. So let's talk about Instagram hashtags. You're allowed up to 30 per post. Don't go over. We do recommend you use as many as possible that apply to your photos and videos. If you're tagging things that have nothing to do with it, Instagram has technology to know what you have posted. If you are posting a picture of your kitty and you're tagging Kim Kardashian, they know that's not a thing, okay? Don't be tagging things that aren't in your photos, in your videos, or in your caption. You gotta make sure you are keeping those very clear lines there. Use as many as possible that fit with it, but don't go overboard. You wanna make sure that you are rotating through your hashtags, so don't use the same hashtags over and over and over again, because that makes you look like a bot. When you look like a bot, you get banned. So make sure you're mixing those up, you're using things that are relevant, and grab that hashtag guide, because hashtag.kmrobinson.com actually breaks all this down for you. And not only do I give you a hashtag guide, I give you a tracker. It's like 3 days of gifts that I send you in your newsletter. I see that somebody just signed up for that. Good on you, friend. I send you multiple gifts. It's like 3 days in a row of presents with the tracker, with the hashtag guide, how to use them, what to use them in your industry, which ones not to use, like all those things. I break the whole thing down for you over there. And it's just my gift to you guys. Your phone died, but you're back. Thanks, girl. I appreciate you being here, and I'm glad that you're back with your phone that's hopefully charging. So grab that hashtag guide, because that will really break down everything for you. But I also have tons and tons of videos on using hashtags on my YouTube page. In fact, if you go over to YouTube right now, it's youtube.com/KMRobinson. My intro video is all about the #1 offending hashtag and the ones you should be using instead. So you can actually check it out right there. And there's a whole playlist on Instagram and how you can build up your business on Instagram as well. It's legit midnight in my country, but I really wanted to be able to watch your live for the first time. Oh my gosh! I'm so sorry it's so late for you. Listen, friend, I know that you want to hang out with me and ask questions and do all the fun things. This is really late for you here on Instagram, but if you go over to my YouTube and you hit the subscribe bell, I do a 20-minute Ask Me Anything every single Wednesday. So I'm live, and you can ask me that at 10 a.m. Eastern. So that's many, many, many hours before this. So go over to YouTube and hang out with me on the YouTube one so that you don't have to stay up until midnight to watch me here. Oh my goodness, I feel terrible. I don't like staying up that late, and I can't imagine you do either. So I am so grateful and appreciative that you are here and that you stayed up until midnight. Oh my goodness. Come over and hang out with me on YouTube. It's much more time friendly for you. You grabbed the guide. I know you did, because I got the notification that you just did. And you've subscribed as well. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. We only have a minute or two left, so if you've got more questions, I would love to get them answered for you. I am here every single Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern on Instagram answering your questions. I do jump on Instagram Lives every now and then during the week to give you some mini tutorials. And then I am dropping brand new educational videos over on YouTube. And you're subscribed to my YouTube. Yes, that's the way. Every single Wednesday at 10 a.m. I go live answering your questions in real time. We drop videos on Tuesday and Friday, plus anytime there's breaking news. I do go live and I let you guys know what's going on inside of the social media world, so you can keep a leg up on the competition to make sure your business is positioned to be profitable within this economy and within this crazy lockdown time. My students, my clients, my members are bringing it with their businesses and just bringing in the money. So all I'm saying is you should come hang out over on our YouTube page. And we've got our Social Media for Bosses talk show every Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern, and our podcast every Sunday, where we're dropping knowledge and introducing you to guests to teach you to grow your businesses, to do all the fun, fabulous things inside of your businesses. And I love having you guys here. We have just launched Livestream Action Plan, where I am giving you a roadmap to one really big, important live stream in your business, whether you are terrified of the camera or not, to grow your business every single month and create more profit inside of your business. We've got all sorts of really great courses and webinars and tons tons of freebies on kmrobinson.com. So you can hang out, livestreamactionplan.com, kmrobinson.com, and socialmediaforbosses.com. I'm all over the place doing all the fun, fabulous things. And if you've been paying attention to Facebook recently, you're going to notice, actually probably on Instagram too, there's been a lot of ads running around because I did a class inside of a course for BeLive recently where we teach you how to live stream professionally for free, and they're promoting the course right now. So if you've actually seen the ad they're running with clips, they're running a couple of them with clips from my course, please comment on it, leave some love, and let them know that you're really excited for their course, and you can check that out on YouTube, plus all the courses over on my page, free and paid, and mentorships, and we're actually about to open up our live stream accelerator program. So really big things are coming in the next couple of weeks here on all of these platforms, and I can't wait to get more of your questions answered and bring you breaking news, like the fact that Instagram was literally changing things while I was on my last live stream before I jumped on this live stream. So I'm just saying, breaking news here. Thanks guys so much for joining me. Next week we will return to allowing you guys to come on air with me once the technology issues on Instagram are over. Thanks guys so much for joining me. I appreciate each and every one of you being here. If you've not hit the subscribe and notification bell, now is the time to do so. I will see you guys again later in the week as we're doing more live streams for you to get your businesses in a profitable position through your smart social media marketing. I'm KM Robinson. I will see you guys again soon. Until then, have a great day and stay inspired. Bye-bye.